Stitch-along Friday. It's here again.
It is. I can't believe it.
I can, actually.
Can you?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it all morning, so I can believe it now.
Well, I'm driving out here. I'm going, oh my God, it's Friday already.
That's true. We've had a lot and a busy week.
Yeah,
which is good, you know.
And I know I probably say that every week, but geez, the time flies
Jeez
by.
Louise. Exactly. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully you are all hell and hearty. Happy Friday to you too, Patty.
Patty? Yeah.
Patty's here, and we weren't even worried that you were here or not here. We just figured you'd all show up this time. What I've taken to doing lately is just to be sure that I'm not doing anything wrong between Facebook and our streaming software is I put the streaming key in every single Friday. I don't assume that it's left there from last time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that way I don't have nearly as much of a
stress.
Exactly. Okay, Facebook. It keeps doing things to us. But you know, I was looking at all of the ways that people can connect on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really consider about 70 to 80% of our stitchers are on Facebook already.
Yes.
And all of the things that we can do with Facebook, even if they do surprise us with
change things
so much, it actually is one of the best, places that we can meet and be connected. And I don't mean that in terms of business or in terms of all the other things that Facebook is actually not that, popular around, but this kind of thing where we are supporting one another, we're not trying to drag each other down, we're not trying to say untruths on our platform. We're really heavily moderated by wonderful women stitchers who, like you, want only the best for everyone, and for that reason, because we really make sure that we curate this Victoria's Ember group. Like, we don't just let it go.
That's true.
Not everybody can't just say whatever they want.
That's true.
But what they do say, and what most people here are really good at, is supporting one another.
Yes.
And so in that case, it's easy. It's, user-friendly.
Yeah.
So you're not wondering, well,
non-threatening.
And it's non-threatening. Yeah. That's right. So I'm really grateful for those of you who have ended up joining us here at the Facebook group. And, most people feel that they don't want to join Facebook because it's about Facebook.
Yes.
But each individual group or way that you deal with Facebook, it's up to you how you deal with Facebook. Yes. You can make yourself as private as you want. You can make an otherwise known as an AKA.
Yes, an alias.
That's right. Not that anybody here is doing it, except maybe a few because they're working with their husband's account too.
True.
But you don't have to let other people know where you are or who you are or anything. So it's really up to us to, in my opinion, use the tools that we like and dispense with the rest for all of the people who are trying to mislead people.
Yes.
Happy Friday, Sylvia. Sylvie, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how you'd say it.
Yeah.
Dorothy Wendell. Hello, lovely Dorothy. And Carol Reed is here.
Carol Reed from sunny Florida. Lucky you.
Yeah. I like your hair. What have you done to your hair?
This morning, not wash it. Luckily, I did brush it.
That helps. Isn't that funny? I know, but you got it done recently.
I had it dyed on Tuesday, so I got rid of the gray.
Well,
or as we call it, Arctic blonde.
Exactly. We were just talking about my hair this morning because I've been wanting to get mine streaked again because I've done that for years. And then I looked on the side here and I thought, oh, it's already streaked.
It's already streaked with Arctic blonde.
And I don't have to worry about it or pay for it or anything. It's all natural streaking.
All natural.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's kind of funny to have discussion about hair, but we all have hair, so, or most of us do anyway. Loretta says she's listening in the car while running some errors.
Oh, good for you.
And she has to add, I am not doing the driving.
Good for you, Loretta.
I'm proud of you. I'm doing two things at the same time while driving. Nah, I could do it at one point. When I was young, I felt I could anyway, and I probably took chances that I shouldn't have.
Yes, such as drinking and driving. I seem to remember doing that a couple of times.
That was in the old days.
Yeah.
We would do that.
1920s stupidity.
Yeah. Or we'd get a cup of coffee and just think nothing of holding it in our hands or anything. I mean, goodness.
Yeah.
But well done, Loretta. You're being safe as well as being here.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was never one to put my makeup on
No.
while I was driving. I have seen that, though.
I know. Drivers,
Yeah.
when they are not being watched, do the
Yeah.
weirdest things
Makeup.
behind the wheel.
I've seen people curling their hair.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
on your way to work, you think you can do it all.
Well, I guess so, but it's like, do it before you leave.
Yes.
But anyway.
Some people just don't do things the
No.
way they should.
That's for sure.
Donna Granger is
Yeah.
here. Hello. It's nice to see you. And Marley, hola.
Hola.
Kathleen Vance, hello. Spring with temperatures in the 60s.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, I don't think they're all that lucky in that end of
on that coast?
Well, I think not the coast, but they had some terrible, like they had storms, snow, wind,
Yes.
fire, tornadoes. I mean, jeepers.
Yeah.
So obviously you're just enjoying that nice high temperature, which sounds like weird to me. You guys should be having some kind of snow by
that's
now.
Right, yes.
In Maryland.
Especially in Maryland.
Brenda Littmeyer, hello, good morning. And Karen Lark, hello. I'm really glad she's here because,
New Zealand.
Exactly. I know that it's not exactly the top of the morning, so thank you for joining us again. Sue Donnelly's here. Yay! From Connecticut. I hope your weather is okay and probably spring-like at this point.
Could be.
Patricia Rideout is here. Good morning. Sandy Orbitsky. Hello. Loretta says, there we go. Temps near 60. Oh my God. Can you believe it?
And this morning I looked out and I went, oh, it's starting to snow.
Yeah, we have near zero-ish temperatures. I mean, in Celsius, it's like 1 or 2. Which I guess in Fahrenheit would be like
33, 34, something like that.
Yeah. Fiona, hello. I'm so glad you're here too. It's been a beautiful sunny day. Awesome. Cold but lovely. Yeah, we're not exactly seeing the lovely lovely sunshine here, but
we have this week.
It is cold. Yes, we have.
We've had some nice sunshine. So
and our weather is pretty good. But I was just going to ask you, did you feel the earthquake this morning?
My husband said that, and I went, no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I did not.
I really felt it.
Did you really?
Yes.
I thought he was, pulling my leg because...
No. 4:15 in the morning.
Wow.
And the ground shook.
Oh.
And literally only for 3 seconds at the most. And both Richard and I got up, had tea. We call it earthquake day. Because, it kind of raises all your blood pressure and stuff when you feel it.
No, I must have sound asleep for a change.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You didn't get all panicky like we did. Milady, hello. Lynn Burton, also good. Tammy Thompson, you're back home. Excellent. So now you can relax instead of shopping while you're listening.
Yeah. Playing with the puppy. Oh, new puppies.
Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I know. I look at some of these wonderful Facebook videos sometimes, and occasionally there will be a puppy video or a kitty video.
Oh, yes.
Like, what is it about? And babies.
Yeah.
Really, babies, puppies, and kittens all form the same kind of response with anybody.
And the other thing I like are the panda videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's new.
You see the panda bears and they're rolling around in the snow and they're just funny.
I had to turn that off. I didn't know that I was going to get a call on my cell phone this morning. I never get a call. And it was my bank, too, so I crossed my fingers here.
That nothing is happening.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. Let me see. Who else is here? Oh,
Karen Lark, haha.
Arctic Blonde, exactly. I was going to call it Platinum Blonde, but I think Arctic Blonde sounds
I like Arctic Blonde.
Pretty much like gray.
Yeah. Silver.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Aurelia is here. Hello, welcome. It's good to have you here again. Pat Henke is here. Good morning. Margaret Hardy. Good morning.
Good morning.
To you too.
Good morning, Tricia.
Tricia McKenzie. That is a signal that I got my phone call.
Yes.
And they did leave a message.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Jennifer Washburn Hall is here. Good morning. Please pray those in
Tennessee and Kentucky.
Okay, tornadoes don't live far from Mayfield. Uh-oh. That's scary, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We'll send you all our good thoughts. Guten Morgen to you too, my lady. Dorothy Wendell says we had horrible storms here in Iowa just 2 days ago. That's, I think, what I saw. So we get news from there too, if it's you know, a big story. So I saw some incredible video. Just like,
devastation.
You could see the path of the tornado completely flat.
Yeah. Isn't it something? And then you see a house here and a house there,
and they're fine.
And everything else in between has been destroyed.
And I'm sorry for the people who lost their lives. I must say that story was actually the uppermost. And you all must also feel terrible about that. Well, we will definitely send you all good thoughts. It was 75 degrees exactly.
Wow. In December.
Becky Klaga says, hello, I have a friend who could stitch and drive. Oh. Wasn't expecting that.
3 stitches at a stoplight. Okay.
Oh, no, I used to do that too. Yeah, until they said you couldn't. We couldn't do that anymore. We couldn't stitch or do anything at a stoplight anymore. I think when the cell phone started becoming really prolific.
Yeah.
But hey, I used to do that too. I'd have it sitting beside me and then as soon as the stoplight came, I'd just put in a few. I didn't know how many. I wasn't counting. Good for you, Becky. Give her a congratulations. Tell her she's in good company. Dorothy says, you dropped 50 degrees.
So it went from 75 to 25 in 8 hours. Wow.
Okay. It's like Colorado and Calgary.
Yeah.
You can tell I woke up at 4:15 today. Sorry. Ellen Meldrum is here. Norma says, good morning, ladies. Having a beautiful, warm and sunny day in Rochester. Enjoying it since the cold is in the forecast. Excellent. And it's nice when the forecast actually is correct.
True. Yes.
Because then you're, prepared and everything. When you don't know what's coming, it's kind of scary. Ellen says, hello, ladies. Wow, we've got a whole bunch of different, not necessarily brand new, but newer from last week. Yeah. And Jane Stiles is here. Oh, Petra, Petra, you're watching. How nice. And it wasn't you calling me. I know, because it said RBC on there. Thank you, though, daughter. Jane Stiles says, good afternoon, and thank you for the time in Ontario. Okay. Tricia McKenzie says, don't read this out loud. Okay, I'll straighten my lovely necklace. Thank you, Tricia. And it's fine. You can leave it there. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
June Bull, hello here.
Hi, June.
I'm glad you're here. And Kathy Joan Nelson, good morning. Diane Mertersdorf, good morning. Yes, 20 inches.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah. Last Saturday.
And then 58 degrees, rain, wind, tornadoes, and next day cold and snowy. It's unbelievable, that amount of different kind of weather.
Yeah, global warming.
Oh, thank you, Petra. That's really nice of you. Everyone, Petra's my daughter, and that's why her last name starts with a D. And she occasionally drops in on my stream. And by the way, she has her stream as well at some point. And I occasionally drop in and say hello there. So it's kind of a nice little connection once in a while.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so good. That's Diane Mertersdorf says, the cold and snowy. So that means you're in the snow now? Is that right, Diane? I don't know.
20 inches? It probably doesn't, although with rain, it might have dissolved.
I don't know. Do you have a snow blower? Does anyone have a snow blower or a snow thrower or a snow shovel, which is electric? Like, we went looking for them and we ended up getting a thrower.
Oh,
And a thrower is different than a blower.
Oh,
apparently. Doesn't have nearly as much juice, but then we don't get high.
True. We don't get that snow.
No. So we haven't even unpacked it or I think
When did you buy it?
I think it's electric. About a month and a half ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think it's electric, and I think it means it has batteries, and we probably have to plug it in.
Should probably do that before we actually get snow.
I think so, anyway. I don't know if it's going to be very interesting how we in Victoria try to learn about these snow things.
That's right. Yes, because we just don't have that.
Very much. We didn't have any last winter, did we? I can't
I don't
remember.
think so.
No.
I don't think we did have any snow last winter. We might have had just a little bit, but nothing that stopped anything.
No, exactly.
Mhm.
And we love, telling people that.
Yes,
We're very proud of our snowless
Yes.
part of Canada.
that's true. And when we do have snow, I mean, we could have like a half an inch and it's a snow day.
That's true. And then we have to stay home no matter what. And we can't go out. We can't even go to the grocery store unless
That's
we
right.
walk on our snowshoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Half an inch.
Half an inch.
Oh, yeah, that's Florida, though. We're not expecting you to have snow.
Yeah.
You don't have snow ever, do you? Oh, yes, I have heard of you in
I think,
Florida.
yeah.
That there were some orange trees that
Yeah.
got frozen or
Froze,
something
yeah.
one year, years
The
ago.
iguanas falling out of the trees.
Oh, right. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my goodness,
Mhm.
I've never heard
Yeah.
anything so strange.
They get so cold, they're just
That's how you
fall out
feel
of the tree.
sometimes.
That's
isn't
how I feel sometimes, definitely. Yeah. Can
Listen, we have to get into our
We do.
Stitch-a-thon.
Yes. Our stitch of the day.
Exactly.
Because we have several models to
And
show.
we're losing viewers. They're going down.
Oh.
They were around
well,
40.
no, they popped up to 37 now.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about stitching now. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. And those of you who we've greeted personally, I'm so glad that you come in.
Mhm.
And those of you who are just watching as a replay, also very nice of you to take the time to sit through some of our babble.
Yes.
And really is just babble.
Yes. Joyful.
Joyful babble, exactly.
Mhm.
Okay, our stitch of the week. I think this is our last
I
stitch.
think this is the last one. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to have any more stitches of the week?
I don't think so.
We'll have to
No.
think of something else
Well,
then.
yes.
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 I don't think that we can do Stitch of the Week for level 6.
No, because I think it's a little too detailed to get like a 45-second clip that'll demonstrate the stitch enough.
You know what we could do in the new year? So we could do Technique of the Week.
Yes, we could do that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could be
Mhm.
little techniques. They could
Yeah.
be finishing techniques.
Yeah.
They could be... You know how we have to do that one with where we prepare the ground
hem
for the
stitching?
hem stitching or
Mm-hmm.
drawn thread?
That would be a good one.
That'd be should be our first one because
You
I don't know who
mentioned
it was
Yeah.
that asked
Yeah.
about it last week.
Yeah.
But she wants to do the heirloom Christmas and she skipped over one of the bands.
Yeah, because she didn't know how to prep it.
Right. So
So,
maybe we'll
yeah.
do Technique of the Week. I
Mhm.
think that. Well, that also means work though.
It does.
Are we
Yes.
ready for that?
I don't know. Are you ready? I've been working, so you know.
I haven't been working very much at all. Aw, Vicki, thank you. My joyful babble, our joyful babble. And Jennifer says yes, but seldom. So there's not many
Yes.
snow days there. Donna Van Buxel says, good afternoon from sunny Northeast Ohio. Glad to be here today. Thank you. Tricia says, my record show, we had 14 inches of snow, 15th of January, 2020. Okay, so that was last year,
Last year.
literally. 14 inches?
No, that was almost coming 2 years ago.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're in 21 now.
Sorry.
So two years ago in January.
Yes, I do remember
Yeah.
that. And we have
I-
pictures, so
yeah.
you're right about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tisha. I'd like to see your records. You have
Yeah.
quite a few of them. Norma says, I love that idea. You ladies always come through for us.
Yes.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, we try, that's for sure.
We do.
And I think Lisa's been pulling the most weight around here, which allows me to put it on. You pull it, and I just put it on.
Ah, yes.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I think I've been putting it on myself, so you know.
It's just this COVID thing and everything, and then we think we're all fine, and now we're
Mhm.
not. I
Mhm.
know we're all frustrated about it, and we're
Mhm.
trying not to talk about it too
Yeah.
much. And for sure, I understand all of you have your own concerns, etc. But I must say, all the things that I've actually read about the new one, from scientists instead of the news programs that love to talk about how scary
how
everything
devastating
is.
everything is.
Exactly. But actual scientists and people who are observing on the ground and everything, it's really not as bad as any of the other variants that were there, including the Delta. So
Mhm.
we're just crossing our fingers and
Yeah.
hoping to do all the right things.
Ex-
Boost if you can.
Exactly, and you've had your booster this week.
Did I ever?
Yeah.
I actually had a different one. I had a Pfizer, 2 Pfizers, and now I had this new one. The nurse there said, this one will give you more protection than the Pfizer if you've had Pfizer before, because they like the idea of combination.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
Moderna was, for me anyway, much more difficult to get over. A 24-hour, terrible feeling.
Yeah.
I don't recommend the
Mixing
Moderna. No, it's not even the mixing, I think. If you've done well with Moderna, apparently that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you've done well with Pfizer, then stick with Pfizer. That's the...
Yeah.
I should have looked it up before.
Yeah, before you went.
Just assumed it would have
And
been Pfizer.
decided on the whim. Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fine after about a day, but I was exhausted for a couple of days. That's
You
for
were,
sure.
yeah.
Headachy,
Yeah.
and anyway, so we're all fine now, which is good, and I hope all of you also stay fine. Thank you, Pat Henke. So nice of her. She says she likes our joyful babble too. Okay, we haven't done the stick.
No, we haven't.
We just keep talking.
Yeah, we keep on talking about other things. So here it is. And the stitch of the week, the video will be up at 10 o'clock. It's the blanket stitch.
Absolutely. So the blanket stitch is actually all the way around the outside of this. Oh my goodness. My nails actually match the pattern that we're looking at.
Oh.
Pretty close
Isn't
anyway.
that very nice?
I know it is.
I can't see, but yes, it does actually.
Anyway, the blanket stitch is around the outside of this entire Hardanger figure in the inside. So when you look at the blanket stitch on our YouTube channel, you'll find that I start in a certain place, and believe it or not, I start in that place every time. Because I'm right-handed, I start on the left side of whatever I'm surrounding, and I do this kind of motion really easily. So have a look. If you're left-handed, opposite, obviously, you go like this. I think that's how it goes. The main thing is that you actually come up, I think it's 8 threads away, right?
Yes.
You come up 8 threads away from the previous clusters that you're trying to surround, not 4.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And do have a really close look, because once you get the rhythm going, it's fine. And the corners are the inside corners and the outside corners. But actually starting can sometimes be really frustrating.
It can be a little tricky getting started and having the right count. But once you get going, I love the rhythm of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I also think that when you're starting on a long stretch, it's easier.
Yes.
Don't start on a corner or even on a little cluster thing, because then you're immediately into the corner. And that way you can get your rhythm kind of set up. And then you start going around the corner. Anyway, suggestions for you for blanket stitches, right? And these are blanket stitches that go around the outside. And then we have, I don't know how many models.
We've got quite a few, but let's start with these cute little models.
Okay.
And these are the gingerbread cupcakes.
Yes.
And they all have blanket stitches around the outside.
Yeah, that's all around the outside, right?
All around the outside.
Yes.
So that's one of them. And then we have this one.
Also with a blanket stitch
all
all the way around.
All the blanket stitches around the outside.
Yep. Actually, on the side, it looks really cute. It looks like icing around the edges.
Exactly. And then, let's see. And we've got
that's one of my favorite ones.
I love those with the gingerbread men. And I like, they're so cute. And you would be able to see them hanging on a tree.
Sorry.
Yes, I only have 2 hands, so.
And those of you who have done these before, and I don't know whether the same buttons are available anymore. Of course, we don't have any more packs, but if they're not, choose something Christmassy that fits in the framework of the blanket stitches and the cross stitches that we put in. So, it doesn't have to be snowmen, holly, and gingerbread men. They just have to be about the size.
Yeah.
I did want to say something too. Let's see here. We've got, okay. I've got Moderna. I didn't have any reaction. Oh, okay, good. So something else was popped up here a few minutes ago, and I'm just going to go through the comments briefly. Yeah. Kathy Joan didn't have a reaction, except my arm felt like someone beat it repeatedly. I recognize that. I've had all Moderna, including the booster, had no side effects. Exactly. So I think it's whatever you got used to begin with. I had Pfizer and Moderna, had no issues with either. Okay, good. And this is good, actually, that you guys are telling us what happened to you. I mean, I understand that if you have a reaction, it is your personal reaction. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
other people are going to.
Definitely.
But I have heard that Moderna has a little more reaction than the Pfizer. But that's just another one of those,
Myths.
gossip things.
And for some people, maybe it has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Kathleen says our Christmas plans were put on hold. My son-in-law tested positive.
Oh.
Darn it. He is vaccinated, but they're now quarantined. Everything's on
Yeah.
hold. Yeah. Well, the good thing is that he is quarantined. You can't go any further than him. You guys have known about it now ahead of time. I mean, there is such a thing as being grateful for even the unexpected that you're not looking forward to, but it's still something to be grateful for, is that it was caught in time before you got there and contracted it. I've been getting your YouTubes. That's the one I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I've been getting your YouTube videos early the last few weeks. Mine loaded before 10 this morning.
Oh.
And I know that. I recognize that. Someone else actually made a comment on our latest one this morning, and I saw it in my email, and I thought, I wonder what happened. But actually, I don't care.
Yeah. Whether it's at 10 o'clock or earlier.
Yeah, I don't even care if it was last week, because that's the very last Stitch video that's going up, and it's now up. Everything is up, and so all of the things that are that I wanted to share with you in a short form, with some music, has all been uploaded, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So, but thank you very much. I hope that when we said it's going to be up at 10 this morning, we weren't lying.
No, it is up by 10.
Yeah. It's extra early for 10. Yes, exactly, Pat. Loretta says, I had 2 Moderna. My booster was Pfizer. No real side effects.
Good.
So I guess it just hit me. I love doing the blanket stitch. So easy, fun, pretty. So true. Looks like cupcakes, and it makes me hungry.
They are, yes, cupcakes.
Hey, Rachel, you're here. How's everything over there?
Yes.
I hope things are okay, and that you guys are healthy, and that you're going to have a wonderful Hanukkah. I think that's, I'm not sure when that is, but I know it's around this time as well.
It is, yes. I'm just wondering if it passed already, but.
Oh,
yeah.
It certainly could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea about the timing of any of these things.
No.
I'm barely, cognizant of Christmas.
I agree with that.
And that's being advertised everywhere here. So. It's so funny. My friend and I, Norma and I, were raised Catholic, and we actually met in our little Catholic elementary school. So it's kind of our history is Catholic Catholicism. Anyway, I don't know how she got the hold of this, but she doesn't like Christmas at all. But she's still very, spiritual, if not Catholic. And she goes away at Christmas and has done for years. And she just goes away. She says, I take a few lights with me, but I don't want to hear all the things about Christmas. I said, you're the original bah humbug. And of course, I used to sing in a choir and did all these Christmas designs, and I'm steeped in this whole cultural thing, religious thing. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other wonderful and spiritual celebrations held in the world. And we kind of forget that when we think that everybody's doing Christmas.
Yeah, it's not just Christmas around this year. There's many different holidays.
And especially holidays, midwinter holidays.
Definitely.
Like... the solstice, for instance, is a big deal.
Yeah, the winter solstice is coming up
on the 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Diane says no side effect with Pfizer. Good. Going to get my booster. Okay, take it easy. And if you can, and if you are going to get your booster, anybody, including you, Pat, if you are going to get it and you do get a side effect, it's usually short lasting, and I recommend telling yourself that you don't plan anything for the next day.
Yeah.
Even if you're fine, just don't plan it, because I had planned things for the next day, and that was dumb.
Yes.
Because I didn't feel like going out at all.
Well, my plan is to go home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just having, a little day after, just in case.
Yeah.
And Loretta says, you're absolutely right, which I did. I recommended.
Yeah.
It was recommended to me, and I took the water, but it still hit me like a truck. Literally, like a truck. I thought, well, if this is COVID, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Doctor order, Pat? Oh, the doctor's order. Okay.
Yeah.
Rachel Bitton, beautiful tree. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We should move a little bit. You move this way, and I'll move that way. There, you can see our 2 little trees.
I'm blocking the one behind me, so yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's okay.
My chair is a little off.
You're good.
Now
You're fine.
now I'm sitting taller than you, so.
Well, it's about time because she is taller than
I
me.
am taller.
I just sit up straighter. What YouTube videos? Kathy, Joan, we have a Victoria Sampler YouTube channel. So just put in, when you go to YouTube, just put in Victoria Sampler and you should find a whole bunch of, just click on one of them and then subscribe to the Victoria Sampler, if you want to, subscribe to the Victoria Sampler channel. And there you get to the homepage of our channel and you'll see all the different stitch videos, these videos, most of them anyway, I forgot last week. And you'll see some finishing videos, a bunch of things there. So I hope that you enjoy it. I think there's over
quite a, there's,
is it 15,000 people?
I don't, yes.
It's ridiculous how many people have joined us.
Yes. Yeah. I thought you were talking about videos themselves, but.
No, just the channel itself. There's a lot of people there. And Tricia says, for 2021, my records say we had 18 inches of snow in February. Well, my dear, you had it down in Victoria, but we up here in Sydney, we didn't have it. No, I'm just kidding.
We probably did, but I don't remember having a snow day this year. Maybe I did.
No, I think it was maybe a Sunday so that you wouldn't notice it.
Actually, you know what? I think I do remember I came out here and I worked all day. And when I left, I had about 9 inches of snow on my car. So yes,
I'm sorry.
Now that I remember that.
I'm sorry. So Kathleen said she has Pfizer for all three, and her reactions were worse each time, but it means it's working. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Rachel says, I don't have a single solitary VS sampler in the house. Number 1 on my New Year's list is the one for me. Hanukkah is finished, and we are into diet season already. Oh, it is finished. Okay, so that's good. And you know what? I'm kind of ramping up to diet season already, and it's not even over yet. But we're not seeing too many people, and actually I want to, like literally a really slow ramp towards the deprivation that I always feel because I'm so addicted to food.
So then on Christmas Day you're not eating, is that right?
No, not eating, just eating better.
Different. Okay.
And not quite so much.
True. I wish I could say that. But.
No, you don't have to. You're fine.
No.
Chris Herbert says, I'm planning on stitching with a grateful heart. Oh, and I'm intimidated by the bullion rose stitch. I looked on your YouTube and found your video. Yay!
Yeah.
You are more than welcome. Beverly's finally in. Welcome. Elizabeth says, Merry Christmas. Very busy. I betcha. Rachel says, I was raised Catholic too. All Catholic schools. You and me, Rachel. Isn't that interesting? Well, I certainly like the fact that you were able to transition away, and I also have transitioned away from Catholicism, finding it way too too exclusive. I don't like the idea that this is the only religion you can ever possibly be. So that didn't strike. It just didn't do me very, very well. So I went more spiritual. There is I have no religion anymore. Beverly Fleming says, Merry Christmas to you too. Mary Widwitz. Yes, exactly. It's really been quite heavy in the weather. We've already talked about it earlier, and it's so true. Moderna, all three knocked me down. Thank you, Jennifer. I feel more vindicated in my complaining. Kathy says, sometimes holidays are very hard for those that are single, no family, lost a special loved one, etc. I personally can go from 9 to 1 to 1 to 1 and not miss anything in between. This year is different. I have a friend coming for Christmas. That is so nice. It's really good. Tammy says Moderna hit her mom-in-law hard, first dose. Isn't that funny? We all have these different reactions. And here I thought, I could give you guys a little heads up if you haven't had your booster yet. But it sounds like everyone's getting a different reaction.
Different reaction and with different doses.
Yeah, exactly. And just so you all know, Pfizer didn't do anything. I had a sore arm, and that was not even for 2 or 3 hours, and that's it.
Yeah, I had a sore arm, and then I think I was a little tired the next day, but nothing really to, do anything.
Yeah, well, let's hope that's the same for the next one.
I hope so.
And it looks like Sue Donnelly is going to be working in the hallway with wallpaper and then paint it neutral and hanging 12 needlework pieces. I'm so glad. It always feels to me like when I know that people are hanging up VS things that I'm with you.
Yeah. Yes.
It just feels like I'm part of your family then. Andro Verde YouTube. Thank you, Dancio Ionica. Thank you so much. Let's just see if that's what she said. Find it, go and watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, go and watch YouTube. Victoria Sampler, YouTube. Pat says, Kathy, celebrate Christmas last. 15 by myself. Children can't make it home sometimes. Oh, absolutely. You guys are really going on about Christmas. This is so good. I'm stitching on the Christmas Cardinal Sampler today.
Oh.
I'm doing the Cardinals 1-on-1 right now.
Oh,
tricky.
Good for you. And that leads to the next model.
It does indeed.
Yeah. And so the next model, because it's got blanket stitches around this outside, is the Christmas Cardinal bell pull.
And by the way, we showed it last week. We
Exactly.
gave one to...
One was, the highest bidder was Tanya.
Tanya. Congratulations, Tanya, for getting the last one. And it's already off, right?
It's already sent on its way.
And that was so nice of you to bid on it. As far as we're concerned, we're thrilled that you have it. And also, there's a lot of blanket stitches around the sugar plum. In that pattern.
Yeah.
And that goes together. I think you've seen this little sugar plum last week, but just in case you haven't, there's a little cardinal in the middle, and then there's also all of the lacy edges, which we call a sugar plum.
Yes.
We have another one here, don't we?
Basically like a needle roll round.
Exactly. So where's the other one? This is the other one that we made. Also a sugar plum.
Also sugar plum. And it's called Victorian Rose.
Yes, so it has a rose in the middle, and then look at, we put the ribbon around the outside, so it looks like a sugar plum for your tree.
Exactly.
They're tree ornaments, really.
They're tree ornaments, and there's all the blanket stitches around the outside that you then cut.
Exactly, that's what blanket stitches are often used for in Hardanger. So this is the Victorian Rose sampler part, and then down below you'll see all the different stitches, etc. And look, there at the bottom is a kind of like a V-shaped part of the Hardanger section, which is rather large, and then the blanket stitch goes all the way around from there, I'll put it farther away then you can see it better, all the way around the outside of the sampler. And so it's really nice because when you start stitching on the long section, it won't take you very long before you get into your own rhythm to doing the blanket stitch. So watch the video if you're a little bit uncomfortable.
And here's another one. All three of these actually go together. And this is called Sugar and Lace.
That's right.
And it's got a cute little angel with a tree. And there goes some Hardanger. And then the blanket stitches, of course, all the way around. This one, I haven't been able to find the sugar plum. No idea where it is.
But we do have it pictured on the front of the leaflet, which I managed to, snafu from the office. So the sugar plum looks like this. It's basically, we've done gold and white on, what color is this?
I think it was willow green, if I remember correctly.
Or
something
a gold
like that.
would be nice, right? On a kind of a goldy colored linen. It really is a really cute pattern, and it's called Sugar and Lace. And we have some other ones that are famous.
We do, yeah.
This is not a Christmas show, actually.
No.
We're just showing you all the buttonhole or blanket stitches.
And so this is Sunflower Cottage or Sunflower Street. And then it's the medallions in the center that have blanket stitches all the way around them. And then they were cut out and they were attached to the black fabric.
Right, and what's interesting about these blanket stitches here around the outside, they're done in blue, which we do have in stock still, and also the centers are blanket stitch flowers.
Yes.
They're also done in a variation of blanket stitches, so it's really interesting. You can do very many things with that one type of stitch. And you have another one?
I do.
See how many bell pulls we finished with blanket stitches. This one is the one of the 4 seasons, and it's called Winter, and there's a blanket stitch again around the outside, but look at the difference of this one. Oh, here, if I can just get it focused. It's not focusing. Anyway, you can see the difference around the outside here. It's kind of like a sawtooth pattern of, there we go, now it's focused. It's kind of like a sawtooth pattern of satin stitches that are made into blanket stitches. So it's not all straight.
Yes.
And I kind of like that as a variation. And we have 2 different colors of the welcome banner.
Exactly.
Yep, and this is the pinky one.
And I think,
why is that? Those little tags
I
are
know,
always in the way.
Aren't they annoying?
They are annoying.
But I think the blanket stitches on these ones are slightly different because they're done over 2 threads, not 4. You've got satin stitches first.
Oh yes.
And then the
petite blanket stitches.
Petite blanket stitches.
Right. So shall I show
Yep,
in the front so that you can maybe see? You can see there's ridges between, well, you may not be able to see it exactly because darn it all, once in a while I get everything in there. Okay, you can see it now.
Focus now?
Yeah, so the inside row is over 2 fabric threads, it's just satin stitches. And then the outside row is also over 2 fabric threads and is a petite blanket stitch. So the outside of these is very unique and quite different, which is what, unique means.
Yeah.
We have that.
And then we have this one.
I just wanted to show you all the belt pulls.
Yeah.
We're just going crazy with belt pulls.
We are, exactly. And this is Stitcher's Garden.
That's right. I love the saying on this one.
Me too.
In search of my mother's garden, I found my own. It's kind of like my mom was quite a gardener, and I kind of like that. And it's also got deeper meanings.
There's that one.
I'm just reading Dorothy Wendell says she was once a Catholic also. So you get what I mean, right? Milady says, how about chorizo and eggs, potatoes, refried beans, ham for Christmas morning?
Oh.
Milady, sounds perfect. I could not have had that myself, but I can't eat that.
Yeah.
So we have mostly vegetarian food, but it still sounds delicious.
Cinnamon rolls. Now that sounds good. Yeah.
Dansyu Oyonoka says, I have to see the translation. Dansyu Oyonoka, this would be Giovanna.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. Kathy says, wow, that is beautiful. That is stunning. I think we're talking about the belt pulls we've been offering. I'm so glad because, of course, it's a little later now, so we don't know which one you find stunning, but really appreciate. Oh, Dansyu says the little cardinal. She loves that one. Tricia says these are all beautiful, of course. B says, Merry Christmas and wishing you all the blessings that 2022 has to offer. And thanks for the for the update on the Pfizer. Thank you. Oh goodness, it goes and clicks and clicks.
Yeah, some people are.
Wow, says Dancio. Bello, which I think means beautiful.
Yeah.
And Jennifer says she loves her welcome banner. Thank you.
I love mine too.
And Chris Herber, beautiful. Love my citrus garden. Okay, so we're catching up with all of the models we're showing. Are you going to be showing this one now?
I think so.
This is the most popular pattern on our YouTube channel. If you can imagine that.
Heart Etui.
Heart Etui.
And the blanket stitches, of course, are all around the outside. And then they're appliqued on top of the fabric.
Yeah, because we cut around the outside of the blanket stitches every time.
So that's the front. And then we've got the back is just a big heart.
Just a big heart.
Just a big heart.
You know what most people like? They love this filling. This pattern around the outside of this big heart. That's what they go for. And they go, wow, this looks great. This looks wonderful. There's so many nice comments. I can't tell you. I'm so thrilled with it. But this pattern really is very nice. And you don't have to make it into an etui.
You don't have to, but look how cute it is once you do. And then you just fold it back up, tie it up with the ribbons.
And you know who did all this beautiful finishing and instruction making. And finally, there's a little scissor fob, of course.
Yeah.
And then this is actually the pièce de résistance, which is the same fabric made into a bisque nu.
Yep.
And then again, appliqued heart hanger with blanket stitch around the outside to go with it. And this is, I think, my favorite bisque nu of all time.
I like that one. Yes.
Really, really pretty. And I think it's probably because I really like this filling stitch too. So that's really nice. The heart hanger filling stitch.
We do have more, but do we want to see more?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So we're not quite at the end of our thing, and we have lots and lots of models. So let's just go for it.
Okay. So there's that one.
Pat Henke says that you can order a bell hanger from Walmart. Way to go. And we still have some of ours, but we sold about half of them. So
there's still some 10-inch and 12-inch available on our website.
Yep. And Jennifer says, I make mine from chopsticks. Excellent. All good ideas. Thanks, Chris Herber. And the scissor fobs and Viscor News. Yes, they're so much fun. And actually, if you make a collection just of Viscor News, it would look so pretty, especially if you do them in the kind of spring-like colors, or all Christmas colors, if you like, and put them all in one, maybe a silver bowl, or, you know, some glass, some beautiful glass bowl. It looks gorgeous on your dining room table or whatever. Dorothy says, I ordered bell pull patterns last week. I guess I'll order more of them this week.
Thanks, Dorothy.
Yeah, I love seeing your name come through, and don't always see it, you know, everyone's name come through, but I did see your name come through last week, so that's really cute.
And I do see all the names that come through.
And
so,
you do, that's right. And Tricia says she has not yet had the heart all stitched. Well, that would be lovely if you could get on with it. And I think finishing patterns is one of the most difficult things that we do. We love the new stuff.
Yeah, always want to start something new.
Exactly.
It's very, very hard to finish something.
And now we've got another pattern.
Yeah.
That's also got blanket stitches.
Exactly, and the name just escaped me. Mystic Christmas, I think.
Nope, it's not Mystic Christmas. It's a Mystic Needlework.
Oh, that's it.
Pocket.
Yeah, I knew it was Mystic something or another.
Mystic Needlework Tools? Mystic. It's Mystic.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
Mystic something.
There's a Christmas one, and then there's this one.
So the blanket
it's
stitches
Mystic
are
Needlework
all the
Tools.
way, I think it's Mystic Needlework Small.
Smalls. Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So this is a little pocket, you can see, and the blanket stitches went all the way around, and it was done as one piece. So imagine that is the top, and then it goes down.
Yeah, so it's all one long piece, and then we just fold part of it to make the pocket.
Exactly.
What I really like is this part here, because this little part here gives it this added nice design, having these things still showing while this one flaps over. And all this little thing is a weight. Like,
Yes.
There's no
Snap
or anything to it. Uh-oh, I'm starting to lose my mind.
Are you?
Yep.
Oh.
It's when I can't
Not the
remember
first time.
terms. Nope.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I couldn't help myself.
I know. You're basically a kind human being, but once in a while.
Once in a while, the devil comes out.
That's right.
And this is the Viscor New. There again, the fabric was cut out, and then it was placed on white linen, and it was attached.
Did you know this is my very favorite Viscor New of all time?
Is it?
No, the other one. No, this one. No, that one. I love them both.
Both.
Really.
I like the idea of cutting something out and then attaching it to another piece.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's called applique, and it is done with a very like a white thread or some matching thread.
Absolutely.
A sharp needle, and you just make some little stitches all the way around.
Yeah.
And maybe one in the middle, and it is so pretty. That means that the piece itself is a decoration, kind of laying on top of the base.
Yes.
And the base you can make out of anything.
Yeah, and I think you've got a couple of pieces on your side there, Thea.
Kathy Joan Nelson, there is a pattern on everything we show here on this channel.
Yeah.
So yes, that's why we say the names. So go to the website and just look for Mystic, MYSTIC, Needlework Smalls. And thank you, Sue Donnelly, for reminding us, because that was the pattern that I taught at your
Yes, it was.
retreat. And do we have anything else?
Yes, we've got some over there.
We have this one, which is a magnificent pillow to offer to anyone who's getting married. It's actually deceiving because the pattern itself is simple. Like if you know Hardanger, you can do this.
Yes.
All the pattern that it includes is dove's eyes. And of course there's some satin stitches, etc. But there's also blanket stitches around the outside. So what's fun about this pillow is that you can do this even if you find yourself not very practiced in Hardanger. I recommend that you do a smaller piece first though, and that might be one of them.
Like this little bookmark. There again, it has blanket stitches all the way around the outside.
Exactly.
And it's really, really small, so it wouldn't take that long to stitch up.
This is actually my favorite part of
This
this
little
whole thing. This is something,
pouch?
yes, it's something that you can actually carry underneath your wedding dress if your wedding dress is not all slinky.
Yes.
If it's got some,
Yes.
Room underneath it.
If it is a ballroom gown, not a mermaid.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, you can carry it and it's something that you can put your purse in or your phone in
Yeah.
when you are, because you never know.
Phone, lipstick.
You might need your phone when you're getting married.
You
Who
might.
knows, right? Somebody might be calling you while in the middle of saying I do.
Don't do that.
Anyway, the other thing that you might need help with, however, are the bullion knots, and they are bullion knot roses in the center. And this part here, you can create what you like from the pattern, and it gives you full instructions. And of course, on our YouTube channel, there's lots of help with some of the stitches. And we'll put this one together with that one.
Okay.
And I don't know when we're going to offer this, but we do have a copy of the Mermaid Song Pocket.
We have a spare model.
Yes. Not this one. Can't have this one. I did this one myself, so you can't have it.
Yeah.
Sorry. But we had it stitched by someone else. Some wonderful other people.
Yeah, I don't know who did that one.
It could have been Donna.
It could have been Donna.
I know. She did so many. Anyway, so the Mermaid Song has a little lighthouse.
And then it has the scissor case.
Correct. I'm trying to find where the blanket stitches are.
And there's blanket stitches all the way around on the, the flat,
Yeah, the flap
flap.
of the scissor case. And then there's also blanket stitches all the way around. A very unique piece of hardhanger, which I don't recommend you do any more than this, okay? Because this piece of hardhanger, it's mathematically different from most other hardhangers.
Absolutely, yes it is.
And it can drive you crazy if you're not familiar with this. Yeah. And also the dove's eyelets don't quite, like they kind of look elongated this way, which, it's different.
Yes.
But I think now I would probably manage to think to myself, no, I'm going to make it out of regularly shaped holes instead of these.
Although I like the
instead of these rectangular
long
ones.
shape.
But anyway, it's different. And this one has two sides, and at the top of this one is, of course, not a hardhanger flap, but is a scene of the harbor in Victoria.
Yes, it is.
Which, it's just a representation.
Yeah.
There's the Parliament buildings over here, and the little light standard, the little lampposts, and then the church, which is downtown Victoria too. So I kind of like this one for that reason. Anyway, we do have a copy of this. But I'm thinking that we might wait with the auction for that till the new year because it's still pretty Christmassy now and there's lots of things that people are getting. So I think we'll leave that. Or if we don't, you'll see it appear.
Yeah.
Like, you can change our minds.
We do.
And we do all the time.
We do.
Aw, Jennifer says the purse, the little wedding purse, is also great on dress-up nights on a cruise.
Very nice.
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's very true. Donna Van Boxel said she stitched the wedding pillow using DMC 550 on light orchid material.
Very nice.
Oh, and 3 small purses for the bridesmaids maybe. What a lovely thing to do. And Rachel's done this pillow 3 times. Exactly.
Yeah. In different colors. I've seen that.
And in veloured threads. Oh, I don't remember them being veloured, but that is nice.
Give it a little bit extra dimension.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I can't read everything. It looks like I am, I'm not catching up very well. But Kathy Joan, yes, there is a chart of the Mystic Needlework smalls. And...
Yes, Jennifer, you do need to finish the mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay, we're good. And so that's it for now, I think.
I think so.
What is the end of a amazing year in stitches is the last part of the December stitch along.
Yes.
I'm very proud, very excited to show you the last one. If I can find it, and I think I can. Yes, here it is. So those of you who have taken part, congratulations for getting this far. And if you're going to take part or finish, you can take all the time you need, and we'll still be really thrilled to see this whole year in stitches. Some of you have done them individually, like Donna has. And Donna, I can hardly wait to see all your finished ornaments. That's going to be so cute for us to see. And then there's also people who have put one on a runner, on a pre-made runner.
I've seen that one.
That's lovely.
Very nice.
And some on plain material and how you're going to finish it. Maybe you're going to put an edge around it. I mean, I am just so excited to see the finish on all of these, including December. And guess what? It is about Christmas. I'm sorry, it's not about Hanukkah. But this is the centerpiece of the thing, and they're all singing, or both singing. This was meant to be a square that had the two little people in it, so Lisa came up with the idea that they're carol singers and they're singing around the tree, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, this tree, you don't have to make it with any colors. What you can do is you can make it all greens, different colors of green. And then you can add ornaments like we do with like we did with the bling tree.
Yeah.
So that would make it your own as well. It's just a thought. And you can substitute the colors for the beads, or put sequins on, or put whatever on, right?
Yeah.
Garlands, any kind of things. So thank you, Sue. I'm so glad you like it. And Tricia, it's been a great stitch along. Absolutely. And you're welcome. Thank you, Rachel. Those of you who are thinking of stitching all of it, don't forget, download and print, or at least download. Get your patterns, because they're not going to be available in January of 2022.
Yeah.
And I mean 2022. You've got, what, another 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
How many weeks to go till the end of the month?
2.
At least 2 weeks that you can download all of it.
Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks today is December 31st.
There you go. So you've got 2 weeks, and that's actually why I made it really ready now, so that I could have split that up into 2 weeks. But then I thought, okay, more of you may not remember to download. So please download them, because in January, when people come to our group and say, where is the one that's in July part 4? You ain't getting them.
No.
There's going to be no sharing with any of you, because this is called copyright rules. They're not free to everyone else for you to share. Hopefully you've not done that. And if you have, well, I don't know about it, so good.
But please don't.
But please don't.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is that people came here to discuss and work with us to make this a really special group for all of us. And it certainly has done that this year, particularly. Don't you think?
Yes.
It's just so nice to see so many people participating. And finally, in the new year, sometime, I think in January, we will be releasing January as literally a paid PDF, downloadable PDF. So it will cost money in January.
Yes.
So you're getting it free now, but it will cost money in January.
In January, yes.
And on throughout the next year. So that's the way we've decided to do that. The thing is that I remember saying that dozens of times over the last years, and people still, because not everybody hears these news things. So I will be also adding it to a little email that I'm sending out this morning to remind you of what's still on the website, and also to remind you, download those stitch-alongs if you want them.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to our morning?
The only thing I have to add is I won't be here next Friday.
No.
Because it's Christmas Eve, and I'm heading up Island to my mom's house. It's the first year. She's on her own since Dad's gone into the care facility. So it's a good year for us to be together.
It is.
And
it's a really good year.
Yeah.
And you'll go and visit your dad.
I'll go visit Dad. Hopefully, it depends with the new variant and what kind of restrictions they're going to put out there. So
cross our fingers, all of us.
Cross my fingers, because I'd like to go see him on Christmas Day, actually. And Mom said, "Well, I don't want you to be upset." And it's like, well, it is what it is. It's like
I'm gonna be upset the day after Christmas.
That's right. Yeah,
it won't make a difference.
It won't make a difference.
No,
so
it'll be good if you can.
I think he deserves a visit on Christmas Day. So
we'll hope for you the best.
Yes.
But you won't be here.
But I won't be here next Friday, but I will be here New Year's Eve Day.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, I might not be here then.
Well, if you're not here, then I'm not here. So
if you can take off. Anyway, you all, I hope to see you next week, and it won't be nearly as much fun without Lisa here. You know that.
I'll be watching though until we leave.
It's not the same.
It's
and
not.
You know it.
I know.
won't be as silly. I won't be as funny. I'll probably be really serious.
Oh, I doubt that. Yeah.
I gotta be serious when I'm by myself. That's really nice. Thank you so much, everyone. I enjoyed the stitch along, even though I'm very far behind. Yes, you can finish next year. Exactly.
Oh, very nice.
Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Norma. Same to you.
Merry Christmas
You're welcome,
to you as
Pat.
well.
And love it. Thanks, Mary. Dorothy. Oh, will there be an SAL next year? I am planning on making one for January, but no comments about that yet. But yes, 1 month at a time. Some months I may not do it.
Yeah.
Barbara, thank you. Barbara Lutamirska.
Yeah.
Vicky says, I enjoyed the stitch along. Thank you for offering it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, so sweet. I updated all of mine this morning. Good for you, Kathy Joan. Merry Christmas from Louisiana. Thank you, thank you. And many of you may not come in next week, this regular time, but I will be here, so you can wish us all Merry Christmas then too.
Oh, Dorothy, I'm a retired copyright researcher.
And she hates to see anyone infringe on copyright.
Thank you.
That is very supportive of you. Appreciate it. Gail, Tricia, thank you. I'm so glad we inspire you to stitch. That's the idea. Aw, look at how many wonderful comments. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Rachel. I will.
Oh, that is really nice of Rachel. Is this the last show for this year? No, I'm going to be here next week.
And New Year's Eve day.
Yes, we don't miss just because we have.
I'm not here.
Just because Lisa doesn't come. Anyway, I think I've missed maybe 2, and I think Lisa has missed 2 as well.
Yeah.
But we're mostly here, if one or the other. So Merry Christmas to all. Have a wonderful week preparing for your families and whatever celebration you make, even if it's virtual. It is worth every single second you prepare to make other people's lives happy.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Yes, same to you.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys next week. And
I'll see you on the 31st. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.